Huh? I have no voice today. No voice today. In a world. In a world. Hey, what's up, everybody? Joshua with Oh I Had That. Thank you for coming back to the channel. If you are new, please click subscribe, click that notification bell. Join us again for more 80s and 90s nostalgic content. Today on the channel, we went out to a few different local stores, comic book, toy store, antique, thrift, what have you, and we picked up a few cool vintage and even some newly created items. But yeah, we'll take a look. We'll talk about it throughout the way, and I'll show you the haul today on Oh I Had That.
Right away, when you walk through the doors at Outer Limits, you're greeted by this awesome display case of vintage Kenner Star Wars loose figures, along with some cool NECA Gremlins, ET. There's a droid factory in there. Oh, and there's Yoda, a vintage cardback Yoda loose with the figure. I saw a retro re-release Yoda in here as well. Some other cool vintage Star Wars pieces. Oh, there's that re-release Yoda. I'm on the hunt for a vintage Yoda to go with my other vintage collection. I have just collected the loose figures and just trying to have some of the main ones I had as a kid. So he's still on the list, still looking for him. Wow, those are cool. 3D printed masks. Oh, wow.
Oh, look. Hey, baby. Stands. It's a 3D printed stand for figures. Did you see these, babe? 3D printed stands for your figures.
Some Mortal Kombat Joes here. Mortal Kombat. Street Fighter.
Gargoyle thing. Or this. I feel like this one is more cool.
I have this one with the box.
Captain America game? Look at this thing.
Okay.
Oh, there's a friend of Teddy Ruxpin right there.
Yeah. That's a pretty big one. You should get that. Dada. People. Oh. I guess I've never seen that before.
this palace thing.
So that was pretty cool. Outer Limits Comics. They had awesome choices for comic books, collectibles, even 3D printed items. You saw some of those 3D printed masks. They were awesome. But they had a really cool box there full of retro card backs. And I went through them and I picked up a couple from a toy line that I don't have a ton of. I do have a handful of these in the collection, but I just loved that these were straight out of the 80s, and I love vintage packaging, card backs, boxes, so I had to grab a couple of these they were like, I don't know, $2 each, not bad at all. First one from 1987, it's Terracon Blot from Transformers.
I've never seen Decepticons as vicious as those monstrous Terrorcons.
Lucky we have the Technobots.
Yeah, but those high-tech heroes are in for one horrific battle.
Out of monstrous Terracon beasts comes the incredible Abominus to battle the fearless and futuristic Computron. The Transformers, sold separately from Hasbro.
This card back is so sweet. I mean, it just takes you right back to pulling this off the shelf at your local Ben Franklin, Kmart, what have you, Child World, Toys R Us. But it's got just awesome retro candy to look at on this card back. But yeah, look at down there in the corner, 1987 Hasbro. Just a cool item to add to the vintage literature and random things that I've collected. And this is another cool one from 1989 Transformers. This is one of the micro 4-packs. This is the Construction Patrol.
New Transformers are here. Micromaster Transformers.
Our new commandos can go where no other Transformers can go. What are they? Micromasters. Why don't we have them?
Now Autobots and Decepticons have Micromasters.
Micromasters, they're smaller and faster Transformer commandos that go where nobody else goes. Micromaster Transformers, they've got the power to surprise.
New Micromasters in patrols of 4. Collect them all.
This was the best. They had a few of these, and this was the best one with the most not like ripped off. Like this area is pretty pristine in here. That would have been behind the bubble. And just another cool, full of actual color photographs on the back of other micro sets as well. Air Patrol, Construction Patrol, Racetrack Patrol, and you do see the names of the different ones that come in the pack, and then you have the file card. But another cool item. These vintage card backs were worth it. I thought picking up. I didn't see any action figures in this trip today that jumped out at me that I needed in the collection, but picking up some random items that will help out. Like this, they have their own hang-tagged 3D printed stands for your Star Wars, G.I. Joe guys. They have a little peg on it. I'm going to use these for some of my Joes, I believe, to stand them on the shelf. But Outer Limits Murfreesboro. Check them out. Saw some great footage there from the store. They have vintage toys, collectibles, 3D printed art, and figure stands, as well as a huge selection of comic books. Thanks for joining us again here on Oh I Had That. That's it for the haul today. I hope you enjoyed some of that footage. Hopefully we'll get out and get to some more vintage stores here in the near future. But thanks for coming again to Oh I Had That. And until next time, stay soaked in nostalgia.